different ways of being church. To be able to say with some confidence, oh, this God we seek to worship, be in relationship with, is truly doing a new thing. And here we are in the season of Easter still, when we ponder what resurrection might mean for us, for our congregations, presbyteries, conferences, even for our whole denomination. And sometimes on my gloomy days, I think I am tempted to be functionally atheist and not really believe in resurrection. Maybe that's because resurrection always seems to be preceded by the crucifixions and the difficult times, which I often do my best to avoid and sidestep, like most of us that I know. So I'm here to say, we've done our surveys, and yes, 20% of our congregations are experiencing very difficult times and may change, amalgamate, or close. And there will be grief and sadness and the challenge to honor all the good that has been done. But we also know that 20% of our congregations are changing, thriving, growing, full of excitement. And then there's the 60% of us in between. And I would like to invite all of us to enter into what I would call a narrative of hope. To truly believe that God is working with us and that we are not alone. And while we may at times have trouble discerning what that new form thing looks like, nevertheless, we carry on in faith and trust that it will emerge as we take one step after another. There is a wonderful poem about being faced with those kinds of decisions. So let me conclude by sharing with you the words of Boris Novak, a Croat poet who watched his homeland be torn apart and still recognized that although things fall apart, each of us and all of us in community together, we are called to make decisions. And that's why he entitled his poem, Decisions, by Boris Novak. And he writes, between two words, choose the quieter one. Between word and silence, choose listening. Between two books, choose the dustier one. That's for the archivists in our midst. Between earth and sky, choose a bird. Between two animals, choose the one who needs you most. Between two children, choose both. Between the lesser and the greater evil, choose neither. Between hope and despair, choose hope. It will be harder to bear. It's good to be with you, and I look forward to the time we will share and the faithful work we will undertake, for I am convinced that as a church, when we are faced by hope and despair, we will choose hope, even though at times it might be harder to bear. Blessings.